Hey everyone, welcome back. We are back in Canada, and that means we have to find some fun things to do here in Canada for the last few weeks of winter. We thought we had kind of avoided winter, but turns out it's still very cold here. So we are going to go out today to Burleigh Falls, which is about 30 minutes away from Peterborough, which is where we live. And it's going to be interesting because the falls are actually going to be frozen, or at least some of them. So I'm really excited to show you around. I know this is different content than what you're used to from me, but hopefully you still enjoy. And it's going to warm up here in Canada soon. If you're new to the channel, I was in El Salvador and we just got back to Canada, and so we're trying to sort out some fun things to do here. Just to introduce myself, if you're new here, I am a full-time practicing artist. This is one of my paintings back here, and I love creating videos, but I also love to create art as well. So if you're new here, definitely check out Catherine Last Art on Instagram, and if you're curious about the paintings that I create, or you wanted to buy a piece, you can head to catherinelast.com. So I'll leave it there. I'm going to show you our trip and we'll get right into it. Hey everyone, so we made it to Burleigh Falls, but we had to park in this place called Lovesick Lake Park because there wasn't actually available parking that normally is available on the road right before you hit Burleigh Falls. So we're gonna see if we can actually access the falls, and we're just gonna have to cross the road here, Highway 28, and I'm gonna show you what we see. As you can imagine, it is very chilly, especially since we have been back from El Salvador. So we are just going to cross Highway 28, see if we can make it over to the falls. It is golden hour light right now, so it'd be amazing if we'd be able to get over here. I'm gonna put my hand in a glove and try and film some of this for you. Hard to know on this trail where it's safe to walk out to, because a lot of these could be just frozen patches of ice. Obviously you don't want to get too close, but we do want to check out some of the falls. So it's super cold. We're still walking along this path, and I think we're finding a spot we can walk out. It's a little bit safer. I'm going to turn the camera around and show you the path. Hopefully we'll be able to get a little bit closer. So we made it to a spot a little higher up, and you can see the falls a little bit better. A lot of trails are closed or just too much snow and too risky to get out and check out the falls. Some of them I think were like frozen ice. We didn't want to take the risk. So yeah, we're just gonna chill here for a little bit, soak up the sun. It's really nice to get outside. We just finished our quarantine after coming back in Canada, so it's nice just to be outside again, although the cold is pretty aggressive. Even though being Canadian, it's still really, really cold, especially coming back from El Salvador. So we're gonna see if we can find some other spots to check out on the way. Otherwise, Otherwise, we're just gonna enjoy the sunset here. So we are picking up some groceries. It's supposed to be a snowstorm, and we are planning on making pupusas. So we're picking up all the provisions for those, which I'm really excited for. Hey everyone, so we just stopped here at Rice Lake because it looks like the lake is completely frozen, which is actually so cool. It looks like people are skidooing, there are people fishing on the lake, there are people skating on the lake. So we've just come to stop here, check all of that out. It's pretty incredible to see the entire lake just frozen, and the fact that you can just walk out for miles is also really wild. We are headed to Coburg. We want to check out Coburg Beach, which will probably be frozen too, or at least partially frozen. And that beach looks out to Lake Ontario, so that's going to be really cool as well. And we are just going to walk around the town of Coburg, but we thought we had to stop at least and check out Rice Lake because it's incredible. So we're gonna maybe walk out a little bit, show you what we're seeing, and then get on the road again. Coburg Beach. One of the ways that I get over the fact that it's so cold, especially coming back from El Salvador, is just kind of seeing the beauty in the landscape. And I'm always amazed at how, I guess, enamored I am by all of the incredible ways that the ice covers buildings, or the way that the snow kind of drifts and creates patterns on the ground. There's just a lot to be grateful for and inspired by. So we're just warming up here for a second, and then we are going to head to the town of Coburg, maybe get a coffee and head out. Looks like we got here a little too late. Everything is closed, unfortunately. We had a lot of stops on the way, so we'll have to come back next time. So we decided to stop at Olympus Burger, which is in Port Hope, and we've tried it once before. It was really good. It was highly recommended. I think there was even like maybe a TV show about it. Everyone recommends the lamb burger, so Mark is getting the lamb burger and I'm just getting the regular burger. But we're really excited, so we're going to eat this, and then wanted to take you with me today as I start a commission piece. I wanted to take you through the process, kind of how I mix up my colors, how I approach different types of painting. I'm a full-time practicing artist, so that makes up a huge part of my identity and definitely what I want to be showing on here. So I'm gonna flip the camera around, show you what I'm working on, show you the process, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. Okay everyone, so here we are at my home studio. I've gone ahead and mixed up the colors. I'm going for like a blue kind of pastel-y palette, blues, and really yummy yellows, and some warmer reds, pinky tones, as well as some greens. When I mix up colors for the canvas, I often like to leave them a little unmixed so that you get little parts in here that pop out from the colors that I use, so that when I apply the color to the canvas, it has kind of all of these different colors still intact. So the commission piece I'm working on today is going to be impasto style, which means that the paint is going to be thickly applied. That means I'm going to have to use a lot of paint. This is also in pastel palettes, so I'm mixing a lot of the colors with white and creating variations of colors from that. Usually when I start a commission, a client will come to me and kind of let me know what they're thinking about in terms of color palette, in terms of look and feel of a piece, and they can look at all of the other paintings that I've created, usually on Instagram or my website, and kind of choose what style or color resonates with them. I'm going to get started on that commission piece. I'm going to show you bits and pieces. I'm going to show you the process, how I mix up the colors, and I'm excited to get started on this. I have a couple other things I have to do today, but I wanted to bring you along with me in my studio, show you around this studio, show you different pieces that I'm working on, and just give you a better look at what my day-to-day life looks like, because I wake up every morning, I drink my coffee, have a bit of breakfast, and I start working and painting. Also, as a side note, I brought this piece back with me from El Salvador. I'm going to get it framed, but it really makes me happy and reminds me of kind of the flow of El Salvador, San Salvador specifically, and it just reminds me of being there. So I'm gonna frame this and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so what people don't show you, maybe there's some painters that are cleaner than me. All of these palettes have been, palette knives have just been covered in paint. There's paint everywhere. I use really thick paint, so at some point or another, everything just kind of mixes together on the palette, and I just have to stop, wash everything and start new. But this is what things look like. And this is kind of part of the painting. I don't want to show you the full painting because this is for a collector, but these are some of the strokes that I've put down. And I'm excited to show you a little bit more soon. Enjoy. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here. And I just want to say thank you so much to this wonderful community. You folks have been so loving and embracing, and it just makes me want to keep creating videos for you, keep going on adventures and sharing my experiences with you. So lots of love to this community.